Hey guys, what's up? This is Emmy and Basis. Sorry about my last video. I had Family Matters up, and apparently it got cut short, so I didn't have enough time Sunday because I was busy doing other things, but I promise I will have a video tonight and tomorrow for you guys. So we're going to start with Family Matters tonight again. And if you hear any background noise, that is my fan because it is very hot in my room, so I do apologize. So anyways, let's begin. So Family Matters started around 1989 and ran all the way up till about 1999. That's a hell of a long time. So anyways, the show centers around the Winslow family. Carl, Harriet, Eddie, Laura, Judith, Estelle, Richie, and Rachel. So, after a couple of seasons, the show was actually really good. Because after the pilot, everything changed and it just got really better. But then, when Steve came into the picture, they changed the entire show. I mean, don't get me wrong, Steve Urkel is a good character. But it just got a little out of hand with him because they had a lot of great touching stuff. Like Harriet and Rachel meeting their father. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, is that guy still alive in the series? I mean, he never made another cameo after that. And I always wondered about that. Because, I mean, they have a few holiday episodes, but I've never seen him anywhere in those. So, anyways, continuing on. So, after Steve Urkel comes in, he has a huge crush on Laura. And so, after a while, when it gets to season 4, Jamie Foxworth, who played Judith Winslow, aka Judy, she left the show because apparently she wasn't funny enough and they were running out of dialogue for her. So now, pretty much, she's gone, and now she's some famous porn actress. So they continue the series on, bringing in a bunch of new faces, like Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo, or Geraldo, however you want to call it. He was one of my favorites. I love Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo. Myra Monkhouse, and Jerry Jamal Jameson, also known as 3J. So, after seeing all of the seasons, pretty much, they have a lot of crazy zany adventures. Like they go to France, Disney World, a bunch of these other places. I'm surprised about this. They actually had Jason David Frank. Excuse me, that was my phone. The guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was actually in that episode where they had the Piranha Gang or whatever. I'm like, wait a minute. So you're talking about a guy who knows martial arts, and you've got Steve Urkel, who transformed into Bruce Lee or whatever he wants to call it. And I was like, wow, okay, this is getting stupid. So, I was just like, wow, this is just terrible. So, but aside from my fangirling on Jason David Frank, sorry. Okay, so anyways, continuing on. Myra Monkhouse has a big crush on Steve, and Steve does love her, but his heart is still set out on Laura Winslow. Why? Because she's been his crush for God knows how fucking long. Now, of course, towards the end of the series, the lady who played Rachel Bynes, also known as Thelma Hopkins, did not come back into the show. until the 9th season, in which she was a guest. Jo Marie Payton left. Eddie finally has a good girlfriend. Estelle's still around. And Laura wants Steve to go on a date with her, and Steve doesn't want Myra anymore. And of course, the lady who played Harriet Bynes, Jo Marie Payton left, and Judan Elder came into the picture. So it's pretty sad. So, how'd the show get canceled? Well, apparently there was a network change. And so after the network change, they pretty much branded it as like the CBS Block Party, and pretty much just kind of went downhill from there. And CBS canceled Family Matters and Step by Step because it's part of the TGI lineup, and it's sad. So they canceled a really great show for nothing. So if they were to have a reunion or to revamp the show, it's going to be pretty difficult because the lady who played Estelle, Rosetta Lenore, whatever you want to call her, she died from complication of diabetes. And Michelle Thomas, who played Myra Monkhouse, sadly passed away from cancer in like 97, 98, 99, somewhere around there. And it's sad. It really was. So anyways, if they were to do that, I would say at least maybe make like a maybe say like Myra passed away, saying, oh, you know, she died from something, but make sure it's not too stupid or funny. And then Estelle, because she died from old age, but she was great. Everybody else could come back to the show. I mean, I think they could probably pull off another show. I mean, because Steve and Laura be together, Eddie will have his kids. I mean, it would be a far-fetched thing because they're all grown up. But if they play their cards right, I think they could really, really do a good job. But like I said, for Myra and Estelle, I would definitely try to think of something clever. But they were all great. So, anyways, alright guys, this is Emmy and Bassist. I talked and/or ranted about Family Matters, and I hope you all have a good night when you're watching this. Thank you very much.